the Trailblazers will take it.
And you get a chance to check out some of the numbers for Nicolas Batum. He's had a great second half of this season. He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
Here's Redick. Fires from the corner. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Matthews with the jam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. First in shooting percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Turkoglu comes in for Spencer Hawes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Wright comes in for Nicolas Batum. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Rivers kicks to Turkoglu. And stolen by Aldridge. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Dishes to Rivers. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. No problems knocking that one down. Aflalo's got his first points in this one. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, this is something they'd like to improve, guys. About 72% on their free throw percentage for the season.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
That's a 2 from Lillard. They get it back. Matthews dishes to Lillard. Lillard again missing. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 11. And the second quarter about... to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got J.J. Redick. Crawford up back there with Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Rivers. And it's Davis in center. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Just 5 on the clock. Davis kicks to Crawford. From downtown. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Damian Lillard off to a great start to his NBA career. Year 1, he was the 4th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. And then year 2, his first All-Star appearance.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Damian Lillard last season, the first player in NBA history to compete in all 5 major All-Star events.
Well, let's count them off right now, partner. He did the Rising Stars Challenge, the skills event, 3-point shootout, the dunk contest, and he played in the big game on Sunday.
That's a busy weekend.
That's a full weekend, and the young fellow handled himself well in all 5 of them.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul comes in for Rivers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Trailblazers leading by 14. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, there is no question that Chris Paul has been the leader wherever he's gone. He demands a lot from his teammates, but they respect his passion. Paul has no time for anyone who feels they don't need to work. He doesn't like guys who take things for granted. Certainly not someone to rest on his laurels, gentlemen.
Holding everyone accountable, Doris. Thanks. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Wright comes in for Nicholas Batum. Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Paul, no one around him. And the shot is long. You often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. They grind out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that certainly give you highlight reel material, but they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Myers Leonard. Batum comes in for Darrell Wright. Wesley Matthews checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Steve Blake. Kicks it out to Lillard. To the middle. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Chris Paul. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. He's averaging 20 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
There's Crawford with the 3. And that one's good. Crawford's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out a win if need be is that they know how to get to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, one way or another, the Clippers, as you said, they'll find ways to score points, even if it means selling a call or two. But you do what you need to do to get wins, and most players are open to that.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Davis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And a brief look while we had the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. DeAndre Jordan is second.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear in his first few seasons in the league is that he is a force when the game is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every fourth quarter.
Here's Matthews. And stolen by Barnes. Redick with it. Lillard picks him up. Paul passes to Redick. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. And that'll be his third foul so far. For the Clippers, Turkoglu comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. And a switch here also for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. 4 seconds separating the shot. Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house. How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
Here's Lillard. And he drops it in from the low post. Lillard's got 15.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Redick dishes to Turkoglu. Here's the three. The shot misses. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 17. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
First team foul.
You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Got a piece of it. Matthews with the steal. On up the court. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
You know, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive stopper. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger three men, but his length and mobility do make him a factor.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Ugly start to this second half, guys. They've missed all 4 of their shot attempts.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And for Batum defensively, a good shot blocker. Not as many steals as you might expect, but between his rebounding and his efficient scoring, he's a quality